All right, the timer's going. Yeah, we're recording. Cool. So, going into a new week here. Sal's going to be putting up these videos regularly. I think they're going to be a weekly thing, but I haven't quite got that figured out yet. So anyway, right now they're weekly. I'm out here getting things set up for that awesome Saturday DDPY class that I love so much. We're out here at Messiah Lutheran Church every Saturday, 10 a.m. Come get some. You can take a look around here. We're getting things set up. I got my mat area set up back behind me. See all those chairs? Well, some of y'all work out with me, know what that's all about. Gotta have them. Going to be some one-legged items today. Oh, there's the speaker where the music comes from. Look at that view out there. It is nice out there. It's a beautiful day we've been given. It's all good. So there's your greeting. Let's move on with this here. Wake up this morning. Okay. Man, that comfy warm bed was lying to me, telling me lies. Man, I wanted to stay in that thing. Oh, neck was hurting. Air was cold. It was 60-some degrees when I woke up, but believe it or not, that air was cold. It's probably in my head, right? I wanted to stay in that bed. I'm very thankful for my discipline because it kicked in and it said, dude, you need to get up and you need to do it right now. So I did. Did that. Went into my wake up. Now it's not my wake up, it's the wake up that Dallas offers us in the program. I've gotten back to doing that. I'd gotten away from it. Had put together some burpees and some different type of more classical sun salutation. This little flow I'd put together because I know everything, right? Anyway, I'm back to doing the wake up Dallas offers. I like the one on 2.0 because I'm not a big fan of broken table as soon as I get out of bed. So yeah, we did that, got moving, grooving, and by the time I was finished with that, I was ready to hit the mat and get into it. So got my agua, put things together, and got into that workout. Workouts have been interesting. Now this week, I've been all just DDPY, none of that other crazy stuff that I enjoy doing so much. I haven't even done any running. In fact, no running's going to happen until probably Wednesday. This coming Wednesday will probably be the first run I break into. If not, the following Sunday for sure. Just depends on how the wheels and the suspension's doing here. But on that, yeah, only doing DDPY. Here's what's been going on, man. Stuff is loosening up. My body's adjusting. I'm hearing the clicks and pops and feeling the adjustments in different positions and transitions, and that's cool. Not bad adjustments, not bad things. They're good things. This stuff getting in alignment. Took quite a few days for that to start clicking like that, but apparently I had stuff bound up. You see, what I had been doing is I had gotten in my head. Well, some of y'all hear me talk about how I am open to the fact that I could be wrong about any given thing at any given time, other than my faith. That sounds all cool and zen and everything, but I don't always practice that, man. I'm human. I'm broken like anybody else, and I've gotten away from that with my fitness. I've gotten this idea that I know I got it figured out. I got this formula put together that is just badass awesome, and I got it dialed in, and me, blah, 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 blah. Man, I messed up my focus. I was doing my DDPY every day, but my focus wasn't there. I was relying on those more intense, high-impact, high-intensity workouts to get that heart rate banging, and then I could just coast through my DDPY because my heart rate was already jacked. I could chill out, and it would come down, and the minimal, moderate engagement, and I could be riding in my zone. Well, that's not how it works, folks. That's half-assing it, man. It's not how I'm doing things these days, or any days. That's just not acceptable. So, getting away from doing those other things this week, I found where I've got to really, when I'm doing my personal early morning DDPY, I got to dig in. I got to engage. And I catch myself. I'm like, whoa, there's no second chance here this morning. You're not doing that other stuff right now. You're going to get your heart rate up. You got to do it with this. So engage, flex, So I'm finding myself just sweating like crazy doing energy and fat burner, the beginner level stuff. And I like that. It's exciting. It's cool. So, yeah. My focus had become distorted. I'd let my ego and my know-it-all take some control, and that's not cool. But I'm really, really thankful for that chat Dallas had with me. Love you, man. Thank you, Dallas. I was headed for some rocks there. I'm sure I was. I was headed for a crash. Dude shined that light of the lighthouse and pulled me off with them rocks, man. Got me refocused, or just told me what I needed to hear to refocus myself, or whatever. However it worked out, I'm really thankful for that chat, dude. So thanks, man. Nutrition. I'm gonna need my notes for this. I try to do unscripted, but man, it's like my workouts. There's gonna be notes available. Nutrition. So I'm still like at that 3,000 calories a day intake. My exercise is still well over 1,000 calories. Well, you know, I teach these classes, and now while I'm not getting the big burns in the classes that I was before, because I'm a little more present for all y'all awesome folks who work out with me, it still adds to that daily calorie burn. So I'm still trying to dial that in. I don't know that I need that, you know, 3,000 to 3,500 calories of intake is cool. I don't know. It's where the math is leading right now, so I'm rolling with it. I did a 6-day average. I do this each week, a 6-day average of my calorie burn, so I know where to plug in the formula to have an idea what I should be eating. So what you do is you figure out your resting metabolic rate. You take your body weight, multiply it by 10. So I'm at 185 right now. That puts me at 1850 resting metabolic rate. You take the next number you want to look at is your daily activities burn. You know, what are you burning just through living? So you take that RMR and you multiply it. If you're pretty sedentary and chill, it's going to be 10%. I figure moderate, because when I'm not working out, I am kind of sitting around, but I do a few things. So that's a 20% multiplier there. So that gives me a daily activity burn of 370. My daily exercise over the last 6 days, I took an average, added it up, divided it by 6. It came out with 1206. So I'm burning about 1,200 calories a day. Way down from that 2,000 I was doing leading up to the summit. But still, a pretty heavy burn, right? Anyway, daily exercise 1206. So then we got to figure out our calorie surplus or our calorie deficit. You want to put on mass, you need a surplus. You want to cut weight, you need a deficit. I'm still trying to burn some stuff off. I still am burning some stuff off. So I run about a 500 calorie deficit. Sounds big, but we're talking again about 3,000 calories a day. 500 is not all that big. Now, if I was only eating 2,000, I'd be looking at like a 200-300 calorie deficit. So 500. You want to keep that under 1,000 from everything I've discovered. Over 1,000, you know, through my studying and reading and trial and error. Going a deficit over 1,000 can be, you know, pretty hard on you. Don't do it if you can avoid it, right? So you got the deficit, then you add all that up, RMR, DABDE, add that up, get that number, and then you either add your surplus or subtract your deficit, whichever way you're going. So my daily caloric target, that's what it gives you, your DCT, is 2926. I need to be shooting for 2,900 calories a day. So I make that my goal in my MyFitnessPal, and I do my eating and kind of watch the numbers as I go along. And you know, by the end of the day, the goal is to have that number on the far right just even. Okay, because I've already figured out everything. If I'm eating properly, it should be even. I'm still coming up with green numbers on the far right, getting more deficit than I've looked to do. But man, it's a trial and error. This is keeps life from getting boring. We'll figure it out. We'll dial it in. I'll share it with you as we move along. So that's it on the nutrition. What else we got there? All about that nutrition. That's another thing. Think you got it all figured out, got it dialed in. It's just like with the exercise. It's the ego gets in the way. What I had to do was just take all that stuff I thought I knew about eating and sweating and moving and all my plans I had. I'm going to do these other certifications for different products and blah, blah, blah. And I just had to kind of trash all those plans, just destroy it. And it's okay. It's cool to just tear things up and rebuild. It's how things happen, man. I mean, how many times did Edison screw up and make a mistake and have to start over? It just happens, man. That's life, and that's cool. That's how we grow. So that's where I'm at with fitness, nutrition, redoing plans. I'm on to this level 2. I've started reading some of the study material, and not going to get into details, but the different levels of certification are pretty exciting. It's dialed in right where I want to go with things. So that focus is back on. Again, thanks, Dallas. Which brings me to the challenge for the week for everybody. I challenge you to do kind of like I did there. Look at yourself, see where things are going. Are you comfortable? Do you think you got your plans in place? Take a good hard look at the situation, and you know, have the stones to just tear it apart and redesign it and rebuild it if that's what needs to happen. It's okay. That's your challenge. Look at things closely and possibly just break them down and start over again. It's way easier said than done, man, I'll tell you. Anyway, that's it. Maybe I'll catch you in another week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe monthly. Again, I don't know, really have the flow of the schedule put together yet. We're just kind of seeing where it goes. Have a great day.